I discovered it's a new show actually. I'll just scanning through on Freeview, and then I have a big interest in abandoned and lost railways. And it's on a channel called Rewind TV, and it's a new show, which must have been on YouTube. I'm guessing before it, and it's called Tracing the Rails. And the first episode is Shoreham by the Sea, but they've shortened it to Shoreham to Horsham, and it's I think a full version of the channel maybe on YouTube as well. It's about an hour and 13 minutes long, but I didn't realise it's a brand new series on Rewind TV called Tracing the Rails. Now back to the subject, which has been a few of my current messages. Still radio silence from Scunthorpe. Unfortunately, like I say, I can't see 16 Mile or whatever it is as the crow flies, what's going off at his neck of the woods. But we're now into the 6th day of, the picture that I took of the TV of a film of a remake of the film The Black Cat made by an Italian director, made in 83, I think, which I sent in the early hours of Saturday morning, still has not been viewed. So he hasn't been in his messenger since probably Thursday afternoon, Friday afternoon. So he's only ever really... See, this what annoys me with him is that this, again, he's not even achieving a basic level of communication. I mean, we're talking shop branded basic as the very dictionary best definition of basic communication, as opposed to the closest friends, you know what I mean? Oh, Sussex Rambler. Oh, diesel trains. Yes, Tracing the Rails, Rewind TV, if you like that kind of thing. But yeah, it is. I mean, it could be either he's got some kind of personal stroke, emotional crisis going off, which he's not disclosing, he's keeping it close to his chest, which he has done in the past. But until he tells me even an outline, so it's either that, what I've just said in that 30-second messenger clip, because that's what's done it past when he briefly split up with that lass from where she lives, because she was in a bit of financial dire straits, and she was tapping him for a bit of financial aid until he had enough, and he called time on the relationship. But then they got talking, and she'd agreed to see a financial advisor, a debt counsellor, or whatever the title is, and give her some advice to follow. And, they're back on track again, as far as I know. But, like I said before, whereas before the split, the brief split, she was named on his Facebook page. But since they got back together again after the heart-to-heart chat, he's just got a rather general in relationship. Like I said, nobody's named or tagged. But isn't it just strange? It's either something's going up in his mind where he's buried his head in the sand and is a bit down in the dumps, or is smarting. What's that Sussex Rambler again? Brighton Model Railway Club. There's some archive footage of an old diesel train. Oh, British Railways colours. There's no diesel train pulling the big red sign up front, the Sussex Rambler. Tracing the Rails, Rewind TV. down on the south coast of England. Yeah, so it's just peculiar that he's gone quiet on me since he sent that suggestion on Monday to, again, something I have touched upon before, which I see the screenshot of, and then including my reply about wanting to change the weekend when he comes here, even if it's every 2 months, as because we stay up late Saturday night into Sunday morning, and we'll get back in reasonable time. And don't forget, we don't collect him till 3 o'clock on the afternoon on the Saturday, so he's got plenty of time for a lie-in if he wants a lie-in, because obviously he would have come off the 2 to 10 shift at the chicken place on the Friday night, so get back about 11 o'clock at night. We've still got, if he wants the opportunity for a lie-in, he's got one. Because, we don't collect it till afternoon, and he gets back a good hour and a half before Sainsbury's supermarket shuts, because he always gets a few bits and bobs from the Sainsbury's, which is about a 10-minute walk from his house. So he gets back in plenty of time to relax. But he claims it was screwing up his sleep pattern, which I said to you before, only really affects one Monday morning out of every second week that he's on that, he's on 6 to 2 to 10 alternate weeks. Only affects 1 in 2 62s on a Monday, and in some cases only affects 1 in 3 62s on a Monday. Because sometimes it's 4 weeks between him coming here, sometimes it's 6 weeks. But it's been stonewall quiet since Monday afternoon of this current week, ever since I shot down his request to change it from a weekend when I'm free to a weekend where I would have to book a Saturday up at least. And still, although it's now creepy, it is now Sunday evening, it's 8:25, January the 5th. So, yeah. But see, he has a... Well, that's the end of it. That's the end of tracing the rails. Shoreham to Horsham. Downs Link to North Downs Way, 37.5 miles. So that must be like a cycle track on what used to be left of the old railway lines. Cycle track, walking path. And probably there'll be a nature reserve on the way as well. Turns out they also have a website as well. Obviously www.tracingtherails.com. I'm hoping they're on some kind of streaming service, either UK TV Player, is it Dave and You or something like that, where you can watch the box set complete. But I just come across it tonight, just scanning on Freeview TV, Tracing the Rails. Yeah, it's just, like I say, if this is still going off at his end, which is his head's all over the place, like he's in right headspace, like he was when he split up from that last. I mean, the last thing that I would want to do is to shut myself off for a bastard week and not like seek some kind of distraction, because that's where you get your head into a deeper headspace that's not in the right place. But like I said, I haven't my traffic flow, which has also been since Saturday morning when I sent that picture of that scene from the 80s remake of The Black Cat, starring Patrick Magee, by this Italian director. that's been it. I've really slowed down because he hasn't been. God, I'm bald by this bloody 30-second restriction on Messenger. Knowing him though, he always seems to come out with come out of it smiling at the 11.9th hour. As of yet, you just followed your formula to some degree, where even when you're not you don't want to chat, you want to watch a film, or you want to relax, or you're not feeling well, you always give me some kind of a brief text, sometimes a long text, but at least it kind of keep me informed. We're not in each other's pockets, or choose a saying, but you do maintain a decent medium to moderate level of communication. But like both me and my mother, we're finding it now. Obviously, he passed away on September the 27th of last year and was interned on October the 16th of last year at the Rawcliffe Cemetery on outskirts. So basically, he's ended up at the end of his life where he started at the beginning of his life, full circle. I mean, those were his wishes. He wanted to be interned at the Rawcliffe Cemetery, which is on the outskirts of Rawcliffe Village, Riddings Lane. It's a long, not so much wide strip, and there's still quite a lot of it which hasn't been used as yet. And I see, as you know, lovely service at St James's Church in the heart of the village green. But like Gusher said, and you said yesterday, one of your video exchanges, that is probably, if he's not in an emotional crisis where he's buried his head in the sand like he did when he split from that lass, he's probably smarting from you shooting his request down. So he's ignoring you ignore him back, and that's what I've been doing. Sometimes I feel like saying to him, bollocks to you. If you can't open up to me, if you can't even just give me a brief outline, I don't need to know chapter and verse, because there's some details that you keep to yourself. But I know when my head's really thinking with all this grief shit, when you're subconsciously thinking of it. Yeah, I'm doing this on the camera on the phone because, again, the 30-second limit on Messenger, I could at least make it a minute, like they do on Instagram. Well, it is a minute, but they split it up into 4 15-second clips. So it does record for a minute, but you got to download the 4 quarters. I don't know why that is. Oh, my bloody Ring doorbell. I lost the screw ages ago. It's attached onto a little plastic bracket, and they are tiny black fiddly bloody things. But the one screw seemed to hold it on. I just unscrewed it enough because I had, Gusher was saying that there wasn't enough power in the battery to have a live view. It was, it was too low. So we got back from visiting my old man at the grave in the snow, and then we nipped to Goole, to Morrison's supermarket on Bullfrey Road, because I needed some more Dynamite Hot Stag chili, because Tesco's don't stock it. They only stock classic beef and vegan bean. But every other supermarket, Sainsbury's, Asda, or the Asda at Scunthorpe only had 3 tins on the shelf. So why did you get? This is going to be. Why did you get some more? I says, as we're negotiating our way out of the car park at Morrison's in Goole. I said, I did. I tried. But they only had 3 tins on the shelf. And I said, I like that Morrison's at Goole. It's not a massive Morrison's, it's a moderate sized one. I says, yeah, we used to come with it. I says, I don't know why we don't do our shopping at Morrison's. Although they do have I think a clothing range called Nutmeg, which primarily was for kids. But I think they're now starting to do clothing for adults as well. They had some as you come into Morrison's at Goole, as you're turning left towards the toilets and the cafe. There was a small selection, reduced on a rack and rail. But if we are going to go to a Morrison's, we need to go to a big Morrison's, I think. Unless we go to Morrison's and then I'll say to Cushy when they print at Tesco's. If we go to Goole. And then you see we can go to this cafe in Howden called Badger and Bean. Oh, I think I've got to, as Blot Outdoors says, a Papa don't preach. And today I've got 4 real ales from Morrison's. They're all like the supermarkets. The bottled ales, they always have 4 for £7 or 4 cans for the price of 3, so you get your cheapest free. They've all these kind of like multi-buy offers. And I'm going to try to do a Blot style review, because he always has, either buys his own or he has his subscribers send him a whiskey, which could be a bottle of whiskey, or he calls it a coffee, in brackets whiskey. So before I go for a Papa Don't Preach, I have Powered by Beer, Ilkley Brewery, Mary Jane 3.4 placenta session pale. Pale ale. I've got Salter South Island, Crisp New Zealand pale, again 3.4 placenta, so it's low level. I've got one here, Drink and Be Grateful, 3 Swords Extra Pale Ale, Kirkstall Brewery, that's 4.5 placenta. And the final one is Little Valley Withens Pale, Light and Hoppy, Great Beer Runs Deep, 4.2 placenta. But I can't really concentrate at the moment because I need a Blot style Papa Don't Preach. I'm in trouble deep.